Hi guys, so today we'll be learning about tables in PowerPoint. So essentially you create tables by going to the insert menu, and over there you have something called as a table. You drop down that and then you can insert a table. So what we'll be doing today is we'll create a table something similar to what we have over here. So I'll just duplicate a slide and delete this so that you can see. And if I come over here, this is a table which has 1 2 3 4 5 columns and 3 rows, 1 2 and 3. So we are going to create that table. So 5 columns and 3 rows. So we're gonna just position over here. So when you create a table, as I said earlier, you're going to have a contextual menu which relates to that particular element. You have something called as design, wherein you can choose different themes. You can also do shading for a particular cell. You can create borders. So if you select a particular cell or an entire table and click on border, you can create borders around it. Okay, and then you can change the border color with the pen color. So whatever color you choose and you click on border, it will change the color of the borders. Okay, also additionally you can change the thickness of the border and the type of border line that you would want to make. Yeah, and then with the table selected, you also have a specific menu called as layout menu, which allows you to delete any particular column wherever your cursor is, or delete a row wherever your cursor is. You can also delete the entire table, and you can insert some rows above, one row above, and if you want to insert a row below, you can do that also. So if I click over here and I do like this, it will create a row above, and if I click like this, it will create a row below. Similarly, you can insert a column by clicking over here, then clicking insert left. It will create a column on the left side. If you click on insert right, it will click on the right side. And then you have some few more options where, for example, if you want to merge 2 cells, you can select 2 cells and you can click on merge, and then these cells will get merged. If you want to unmerge or if you want to split it back, then you can click on split. You can decide how many columns you want to split into. I'll do 2 columns and 1 row, so it brings me back where I was. You can adjust the height and width of a particular row by increasing over here, and then you can also choose to distribute. For example, if I increase the size like this, and let's say if I want to increase the width of only the first column and want to make sure that the rest of the columns are equally distributed, so I select all the columns and click on distribute columns. So it will create something like this. Okay, and you can also similarly do for distribute rows. It will distribute the rows over here. Within the cell, you can change the cell positioning. It will be left align or center or right align by clicking over here, or you can position the text in the bottom or top of the cell, or the middle of the cell, or the bottom of the cell. Okay, so here you can see few alignments that you would want to do. So for something like this, let's see what we have to do. I'll just copy this for our reference and paste it as image so that I can just see it over here. So let me just take my table and bring it over here, and so I'm gonna do like select the width of my first column as this. Let me go to layout and then see the width is 4.78. So every alternate column will be of 4.78. So I just type over here 4.78, similarly 4.78, and you see that the overall length of the width of the table has actually increased. So let me just bring it back. I may have to do it again. So I choose over here 1.56 and then 4.78 and over here 4.78 and then again, so this was 1.56, so I select 1.56 and this is automatically 4.78. So I have something like this. I can also position it in the middle of my presentation, and then so this table doesn't have any borders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a border so that you can actually see where the cells are, and I'm going to increase the width of the first row. So I go to layout and increase the height from here. Then the second one is the bigger one, so I go over here and increase further, and the last one a little bit, sorry. Yeah, now I select these and fill them as no fill. Similarly, I do Ctrl Y, which just replicates my last command, and then over here I click on my cell, or I go to design, shading, and then pick my color. Likewise, I click over here and do the same. Over here I do white, and over here also I do the same. Here I check the shading to this, similarly this, and okay, and this one is also so my cell or my table structure is almost done. I just have to remove the borders, so I go back to design, borders, no border, and my table is almost there. Now if I click over here, I see my text is top aligned, so I'll go to layout, click on center and middle align, increase the font size and write whatever I want to write, then copy the same and so I just change it. So this is how you basically create a table, and if you see in full screen, this is how it looks. So you can do a lot of different type of tables depending upon what your requirement is. It helps you organize your data in a better way and manage your data representation. So if you have any questions, you drop some comments below in the comment section. Do like and subscribe my channel if you really like my videos. I'll be sharing with you a lot of other videos shortly, so do like and subscribe. Thank you.